Alright, welcome to another unboxing video. I haven't bought too many new things recently, but I've started using a lot of little crystals in my pieces, and I really like utilizing them. They're a three-dimensional medium, and they also, of course, reflect a lot of light, so on a scene like this, which is kind of a nothing scene, it really makes for a real kind of attention getter. Um, I think they really stand out, but in the same breath, they're kind of subdued. I mean, if you're just looking at a piece like this, if it's a still photo, you wouldn't even be able to tell that there's crystals in there. But it's all about kind of the original pieces as opposed to reproductions because of that reflective quality on them. So it's almost like having like a little LED light or something like that embedded into your scene where they're, reflecting so much light back at the viewer. Okay, now I've already done one. I was going to unbox these all at the same time, but I was doing this scene the other day, and I really wanted to use those kind of blue, kind of aquamarine crystals in this blue scene. I thought it would go, very well with it in that cool color spectrum. Okay, but anyways, the thing that got me to thinking about additional colors was the cave layouts recently. Now, I've done these cave types of things before, and this is going back like 30 years. We've had different cave types of compositions like that as a framing device, and also as just kind of an additional idea for kind of a foreground, three-dimensional, looking type of, I don't know, visual device within the scenes. But someone recently said, hey, I want to see some amethyst light in there. And I thought, oh, that would be a really great idea for in here. We can put in little gems or something like that. Now, I wish I had some different types of crystals to put in here rather than just the round shape ones. There's different types out there, but there's not ones that look like natural crystals or something like that. Plus, I guess we wouldn't want to have them sticking out too far. So these ones will do. But anyways, I ordered these all the same day, but they came on different days. But here's my new pack right here, and this one's the Aquamarine. Okay. And this one has, I think these are 6 different sizes right here. This one right here has 12 different compartments, but there's not 12 different sizes. There might be, I don't know if these 3 are all the same size, but there's probably about 5 different sizes. This one's by Techunite. This one, I can't remember the name of this one. This one right here is all about gluing, and these ones are those hot press ones. I think there's a tool that you can actually, or you put these down on whatever you want, and then you press a hot kind of iron to it, or you just kind of cover them and use an iron, and these have this backing on them that you can iron them onto fabrics. Now, I'm not going to utilize that. I don't know what it is, wax. Maybe not wax. I don't know what that is down there that would allow it to iron onto a surface, but that's what those are. I'll be just using it with glue probably. Unless, I don't know, end up using this so often, I just don't want to, utilize glue anymore, and, I'll just use that little device. It looks, I don't know, it's this, I don't know, you can look at it online. A lot of you might know what that is. I think it's for those people that are, what do you call it, bedazzling or whatever. Okay, let's take a look here. Good thing this came in this envelope right here, because some of these are loose. Okay, I'll show you what colors I got. Now, I've had really good luck with my, these are Techunite. These ones right here, I don't know. I got them on Amazon. And I just put in, as far as the search parameters, crystal rhinestones, and you come up all kinds of different brands and whatnot. I like this one a lot in terms of the set, but I don't know, the photographs of the colored ones, I liked the photos of these, which I I'm fully aware that, the photos might just be more appealing on these ones. Okay, but here's the thing that I was looking at. These ones right here, I don't know, they have that mirrored backing, but maybe these ones were, I don't know, they seem darker to me. And they do look dark. Now this one's a purple one, so it's going to be inherently darker anyways, I realize that. But even from the color of these purple ones to the purple Techunite, I thought these ones would be a little bit more conducive for what I'm going for in my scenes, and that's kind of this cave-like type of thing. Okay, now these come with the tweezer and wax pencil like that. Man, that tweezer might come in handy for me, I'm not sure. But I've just been using the Uchida gem picker, which is right here. This is a double-sided gem picker. It has that little rubber tip on that. And this on the side's for the larger, ones right there. But this one really comes in handy. I don't know, it's called Uchida, or it's the Marvi. Marvi is made by Uchida. And someone gave me that tip. Someone said that they've gone through several of them, and they've come to use that Marvi one, so I thank that person for that tip, because that is really making my life a lot easier using that picker, especially when it comes to those really tiny ones. It's even with the picker that works so great. It's these things. Some of these are they are really, really tiny. It's like that is difficult to pick up. So if you don't have like a gem picker or something like that, and I don't know, my close up, what is it? Far-sighted. I'm still, I don't know. I still can see a lot of. I can still see up close just fine, but we're working with fingers. You can't. It just, I don't know. It's really difficult to do, even with some tweezers. So the gem picker is just great. All right, this drives me nuts. This thing is open right here, and of course it's all the little tiny ones, which I should be able to get back in the pack just fine. I'll just put them out on this, and just fold up the paper and pour them into there. But hopefully the pack isn't broken. Okay, I can see these two right here are open. Oh man, there's two different sizes that are open too, so I'm not going to sort them and put them back in their rightful place. That's just too much work for me. And it's not that, important for me. All right. Most of them, okay, yeah. Yeah, most of them are the same size at least. Okay, so this one right here, the other ones are more like crystals, okay? But this one is my, I mean, I can use this anywhere. You can put this, these would be kind of interesting, maybe underwater or something like that, where you have a lot of rocks in your water. I always like adding some rocks. I'm trying to get all these ones out of here. I like adding, when I'm doing a water scene, it's not just all blue or something like that. I like putting rocks in there and then adding color over the top of it, because if you go to any lake, it's not like some opaque sheet on top. You can see through it to, in the shallows, to the rocks at the bottom. All right, let's get this back in here. But, so something like this, these ones right here are not crystals, but these ones are, let me grab a big one here. You can see this one right here. Actually, I'll pull out a couple of them so you can kind of see what they're like here. Oh, man, a couple of these things were not sealed off real well. I mean, these caps aren't, these snaps aren't going to, well, I don't know, I was going to say, these snaps aren't going to come undone. These snaps are on there really tight. These ones right here, yeah, I mean, I don't think they're just going to pop off if I grab it. I'll just grab them carefully. But, be careful about that. Okay, so some of these are kind of glass on the top and clear, like this one right here. I don't know if you can see that. But that one is really dark. I mean, I don't know, maybe the Techunite would have been better. But I don't, if this is in a cave, I think that color like that is going to be really fantastic. Now, this one is gold, okay? So it's not clear. It's, you know, it's opaque. So that one's going to be interesting. Let's take a look at all 3 or 4 different colors here. I wanted to get an emerald too. I love the green colored emeralds. It seems like they're always in like pirate movies. But I didn't see a green, at least from the photos that I saw, that were the right color for emeralds, you know. It was just a green crystal, but it didn't seem like the right color. All right, now these are just 4 of the largest ones here. And, okay, let's take a look and see if we can see any kind of difference. I don't know, now this one's clear, so it's going to be just easier to see through, so, you know. But that shape of that one, it's more faceted, which might be kind of better, I don't know. I do like the color of that Aquamarine. That's really nice. That's the one I used on the other one, but here's that the purple, kind of, yeah, amethyst-ish, maybe. And then the gold like that. Okay, so anyways, let's, I mean, I wouldn't use like the largest ones like that on here. Okay, I would use much smaller ones for this purpose, but just to show you what this might kind of look like in here. Like in this one right here, I mean, it would be kind of cool to have a few little, you know, kind of sparkly types of elements in here. If you put something like that in there, you put these in the rocks, or you can kind of position it like in the cracks, you know? That would be kind of interesting, and you would have that kind of reflected light shining back at you like that. Okay? And a scene like this in the caves, you can do, I don't know, it could be amethyst. Let's see what that looks like right in there. Yeah, the larger one doesn't look too bad, you know. If you, maybe that represents something kind of close up to us, but see that like that? It kind of reflects back a little bit of that purple. Or you can put it into a lighter area. I don't know. I would put, you know, several in a row. But here you have this gold here, okay? And the gold would be really nice in terms of light rays too. You can have like a golden light ray type of beam like that coming down, but you can also put the gold in the beam, so you have these kind of sparkly beams coming down. And here's the, maybe this could represent something like diamonds like that, you know? So, I don't know, very subtle. Okay, I'd have, you know, put it maybe in the darkness like that. So you get this flash of purple like that, right? Here's the diamond, or whatever. I don't know what it would be. You know, any type of clear type of mineral or crystal. And here's the gold. That gold flash is pretty cool, though. But you see all these little flashes like that? I mean, I love that type of look. I mean, it really creates this kind of interactive type of experience for the recipient of the cards. It really invites them to, you know, kind of play around with it. And especially, I mean, this is really great for any of us crafters. If you send a, you know, thing to a crafter's, you know, naturally going to appreciate it. But things like this too, I mean, it's kind of going back to like childhood or whatever, and that type of experience. If you give this something like that to a kid, you know what I mean? I mean, they might like the card, but if you put in that little extra bling or something like that, you know, on there, you know, it invites them to kind of touch it and whatnot. You know, there's a certain wonder to it. And I don't know, I just haven't used that, I haven't used that type of, I don't know, kind of interactive type of vehicle, you know, in my work very much over the, you know, the past, I don't know, whatever, 20, 30 years, okay? And I've just come to start utilizing a lot of, here's that gem picker thing. See how great that works out like that? It's just rubber on the tip. It's not sticky. But the rubber makes it stick to that. But I don't know, these types of things like this, these are really fun. A lot of you have been using that, you know. Stick, you know, I have things like glitter glues and things like that over the years. I don't know, I just haven't used them enough. But we're getting into things like this, and I'm looking for new things all the time now, especially playing around with foils. Can you imagine foils with this on there, like a gold foil, you know, too, you know, with these, you know, this gold like this. I mean, you could even I mean, those don't have to be some kind of element, natural element within the thing. I mean, we could put like a gold, um, whatever, crystal, like in the four corners. You know, you can do a scene or whatever in here, and you can just put, them in the corner like that, or you can, I mean, if you're really industrious, you can put a whole border of them like that around there, you know, and then you'd have whatever on the inside like that. So that would be really a super rich piece like that, I would think. But yeah, I mean, those could be just like you could have them in here as like even on a scene like this, they could look like rivets or something like that. You know, everyone likes doing that sewed look, and I love that type of look. But any types of things that we introduce into there to create borders would be really fun, or border decorative elements. So fun stuff, and again, like I said, like something like this. This is kind of a nothing area up here on the scene like that, but suddenly when you do that, this really becomes kind of the star of the scene. So I forgot to fold this during my video yesterday. This is a pre-folded card, but you have something like this with a few little, kind of decorative elements in here. Maybe that's the North Star or something like that. And then you have it like this backside right here with all these little twinkly lights in there. And you kind of open it up. These little beads, stars like that. And I think these are not raised, so raised that you can't just send it through regular mail. And I think if it went through an auto sorter, I think it would be fine. Maybe put it down or something like that and put a piece of that, like a paper towel or felt over it or something like that, just to, provide a little bit of added protection. Okay, so anyways, I think I'm ready for, to have a lot of fun with these. These ones right here, I forgot what they're called. I should have looked it up before I started this video, but these ones right here are the types that you can set it down on something and iron over it, and then it sets them. I think I saw this other tool. I don't know, it's just some kind of like heating iron or whatever. Okay, it's just a small little heating iron with a plug coming out, and it had this metal thing at the tip, and I think you can position these like this and then press on it, and it provides enough heat to where it sticks it onto things like fabrics, in I would guess a fairly permanent type of application. You wouldn't want to put that type of thing through the washing machine, I wouldn't think. Okay, but anyways, those ones are of that nature. If I didn't, maybe okay, I think I already mentioned that, but anyways, fun stuff. Look forward to using these, and can't wait to try it out on some different types of ways, and I don't know, different types of scenic applications as well. I think it'll bring a lot of life into these pieces, and interest into some of the the less interesting areas, which are often just deep within the shadows or whatnot, where we don't have anything kind of in those areas to glare back. This one has a little bit of a greenish tinge to it with the colors that I've used, but wouldn't this one be perfect for like emeralds or something like that, kind of all throughout this piece like that? Okay, thanks for watching.